On June 12, 2022, a shocking event threatened to change the landscape of the Tour de France cycling race, a massive accident involving 150 riders. Most of the racers were part of a larger group that began the race simultaneously in the Pyrenees region of France. Of the 150 riders, 14 were seriously injured and 2 were pronounced dead on the scene. One of the fatalities was a Colombian cyclist, while the other was an Italian. Witnesses of the accident report seeing some riders overtaking the group that caused the pile-up and others out of control from the start. After an initial investigation, it appears that the accident was mostly caused by riders being too aggressive and not following the rules of the race. Officials at the Tour de France were quick to respond, adding safety measures to ensure that accidents of this nature do not happen again. The most obvious change was the introduction of traffic guards who now patrol the race lanes. Riders are also placed in smaller groups and are given more instructions on how to properly pace themselves. Additionally, many racing lanes were blocked off or made unavailable to cyclists in order to reduce the risk of such a massive pile-up occurring again. The Tour de France is looking into further steps to ensure the safety of its riders, such as mandating protective helmets and other equipment. However, many cyclists are against these measures as they feel it will take away from the sheer thrill of their sport. On the positive side, the accident began a discussion about the dangers of cycling and how to prevent future accidents. This discussion has led to new training and safety techniques, as well as new initiatives to reduce the possibility of such a disaster taking place in the future. In the end, the Tour de France accident 2022 was an unfortunate reminder of the risks involved in cycling and the need for safety measures. This incident showed cycling enthusiasts and teams how important it is to follow the rules and keep safety in mind while racing. The Tour de France has taken great measures to ensure the safety of its riders, and it is clear that the cycling community is now more aware of the risks they face. Hopefully, with the new measures in place, such an accident will never happen again. One of the most pressing questions is whether or not the Tour de France will continue in 2022. Although race officials are still uncertain about whether or not the race will go on as planned, it is likely that the event will proceed with added safety regulations in order to keep riders safe. Although the families of the victims, as well as the cycling community, are mourning the tragic accident, they are also hopeful that this tragedy will spark a discussion that will lead to a safer Tour de France in the years to come. The Tour de France accident was a harsh reminder of the dangers of cycling, but it has also proven that safety precautions can be taken to ensure the well-being of riders. Although the victims will never be forgotten, the cycling community can continue to move forward in the spirit of safety and abiding by the rules. In the wake of this disaster, Tour de France organizers will need to work with riders to ensure that safety is integrated into every aspect of the event. With the proper safety precautions in place, The Tour de France can have a successful and safe 2022 season.